Curtis Blaydes, kind enough to join us to talk about it all. Hello, Curtis. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Are you at the gym right now?
Yeah, I jumped out of the workout. I forgot that we had scheduled this for 1 p.m.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you mad at me?
No worries.
Are you annoyed?
No worries. I'm not annoyed at you. It's just this is part of the job.
Okay.
Sometimes workouts have to be stopped for interview. This is a big deal. Big deal though.
No. I won't keep you long then. Okay. So I feel sorry about that. I won't keep you long, and I see you're sweaty and all that. So just want to talk to you about the fight. Obviously, it's a really big deal. And I'm wondering, when you walked out of the cage, when you beat Jailton Almeida a few months ago, did you think in the back of your mind this could be next? Were you holding out hope, or did a few things have to happen for this to happen?
I mean, I knew there was a possibility because we have the history that TV or the US use that to market it, and I felt like it made the most sense. But it's just the UFC. I wasn't holding my breath. I knew I was hearing Alex Pereira, he might do it. Then you always got John Jones hovering around. Hill, I thought even Brock Lesnar, he might be an option above me. So I wasn't holding my breath, but I knew it was an option. I knew I was an option.
What about Ciryl Gane? It comes out that they asked him too, right? So how do you feel about them asking him? And apparently he turned it down because he had a movie.
I'm not surprised. I've been saying for like 2 years now, like he gets what he gets because he's French. He brings in all the French fans. If I was a Jamaican or German or just anything but just your standard American, I would be getting more of a push. And I don't mind it. We know what it is. It's business. It's the marketing, and that's fine. I'm happy he turned it down. I have no idea why he would turn it down, even if he is doing a movie. I highly doubt they're going to pay him what you're going to get paid for a title shot. But whatever. I'm just happy that I get this opportunity.
Yeah, and by the way, to be clear, when you say you're not surprised, are you not surprised that they offered it to him, or are you not surprised that he turned it down?
Yeah, both.
Oh, really?
Both.
Really?
I'm not surprised they offered it because, yeah, like I just said, and I'm not surprised he turned it down because if you're looking at it from his perspective, he's already had 2 interim title shots. So he's probably thinking, oh, they're going to give me another one. I don't have to do this one. They'll give me another one. And he's probably right. That's the part. He's probably right. He's going to have his fight in Paris, most likely. Whoever he beats, they're going to ask him if he wants the next title shot. And he knows that. So he took the movie and was like, yeah, I'll do a title shot whenever. And he knows he'll get another opportunity.
Technically, this is for the interim belt. There's a lot of people like myself that consider Tom the best heavyweight in the world. Not trying to cause any ruckus, but that's just what I feel, especially given his trajectory, his youth, his activity. Do you feel like you're fighting for the real heavyweight title?
Absolutely. John won the heavyweight belt off of Ciryl Gane, who got the belt off of, was that with Eric Lewis? It was an interim title with
it was a vacant. It was not even there. He wasn't even champ. It was vacant because Francis left. You remember?
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. I know John's gonna hear this like, what? He doesn't view me as the best heavy. No, John. I'm sorry. I don't think you've actually fought a heavyweight. I'm sorry. I don't. So yeah, I view Aspinall as the guy with the real belt.
Who do you consider to be the best heavyweight in the world right now?
Aspinall, 100%. Like the boy looks good. Like there's nothing bad you can see about him in the octagon. There's absolutely nothing bad. So at least with John, like I'm be honest, he doesn't look like a heavyweight. Like when he stepped in the cage with Ciryl Gane, I know I'm not the only one who thought he looked a little top heavy. He doesn't really have the legs of a heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't view him as a heavyweight. He can prove me wrong. He could have fought Aspinall and proved everyone wrong, but he wants Stipe, and I get that also. That's money fight. So he took the money over the prestige and the recognition, which is fine. But if you're going to do that, You have to accept people aren't gonna view you as the guy because you went for the money fight instead of the recognition fight.
Are you surprised that he's doing that? If only because, like, when he was a really young guy in the game, the legends were giving him fights, right? Shogun,
Yeah,
Rashad, Rampage, all those dudes, Lyoto, and now he's not kind of returning the favor. Is what's bothering some people.
yeah. I mean, and I can see how when you say it like that, when you bring up how he was able to get his opportunities, because those guys they didn't have to fight John Jones. He was a young, scary guy who didn't really help them at that time. Uh, uh, a win over him at that time wouldn't have helped them as much as him beating those guys. And this is the same exact scenario with Aspinall and John. I get it. John, we all know Aspinall's skinny. We know that. He's really good. If he beats you, then that would help his legacy a lot more than you beating him, helping out John's legacy. We understand that. But that's why. That's why he did it. He knows that Aspinall is a risky fight, and he knows the money's going to be there with Stipe. And hell, he beats Stipe. Who's to say he doesn't just like hang around? Like everyone's assuming that he's just going to retire. He who knows what he's going to do? He might still get this opportunity to fight me or Aspinall or the real belt. We'll just have to wait and see. But as of right now, I do not. I view him as the light heavyweight belt, not the heavy.
And I know you have to get by Aspinall, but just curious, do you think the winner of this fight fights the winner of Jones Stipe?
I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, but we don't know. Like, who knows? John, he might walk off into the sunset, or he might, you know, stick around for a year and a half, and just I might fight, I might not fight. He reminds me a lot of I don't know if you watch NFL, if you're
Yeah,
familiar with the Packers and Brett Favre.
of
He
course.
reminds me of like Brett Favre at the end, like I'm gonna retire. I'm not gonna retire. I'm gonna retire. I'm not gonna retire. He just enjoys being in like um, the limelight. Like when he says those things, he knows the reaction it is from the world, and obviously there's a reason behind that. But I think that's why he does these things. Like why he says, "Oh, should I fight Aspinall or Pereira?" Because he wants to have these conversations constantly going about him. He's awesome at that, and like remaining relevant without actually having to have a fight. That's a skill. That's very He's very good at that.
Tougher fight for you, Tom Aspinall or John Jones?
I say Aspinall just because he's younger, a little springier, and he's a natural heavyweight. I know John's the better grappler of the two of them, but I don't think that's enough of a determining factor to make him harder than Aspinall. I think Aspinall, because he's a legitimate heavyweight. I think he probably hits hard also. I mean, I I'm just that's all speculation, but he looks like he hits harder than John. He's he has shown he can do grappling just not at the highest level. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to Aspinall. But that's no I know how when John hears it, he's gonna be like, oh, he thinks I suck. That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm
I
asking
think
you.
at this stage, bro, right now, Aspinall is a harder fight than John Jones for me right now. Yes.
When you fought Aspinall, were scheduled to fight him in 2022, and he injured his knee. Did you know in the back of your mind you'll meet again? Did you have that feeling? Okay, this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, because I knew he wasn't old. I'm not old. I knew we'd both be hanging around the top five. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did not expect him to like shoot up the way he did after the injury and win the belt. But that just makes the story all the better.
yeah. I know you guys kind of bonded afterwards. Does it make like
It's cool.
did you write to him when this fight got booked? Do you have a relationship of any kind, or is it strictly business now?
No. I mean, right now it's strictly business. But after the fight, like immediately after the fight, we were talking about, hey, if circumstances were different, like I work out with you. I would train with him. If heavyweight was as deep as like the other weight classes, like flyweight, welterweight, like those weight classes, maybe in another reality we work out together. But I do like him. He's a nice guy. He has skills. I know one with other highly skilled guys that can only help him. He's probably the most well-rounded heavyweight I've ever faced. Besides maybe uh, Volkov, but even he's so much faster than Volkov. Oh yeah, I like him, but you can like somebody and still beat them up. I beat up my homies all the time in sparring, so
Um, usually when there's an overseas fight, the guys who are traveling overseas, I think, are at somewhat of a disadvantage because you have to get on their time zone, jet lag. I actually feel like the Americans for this card are at an advantage because you could pretty much stay on your time zone while the Brits who are training at home have to adapt to fighting in the middle of the night because this card is happening in the middle of the night. And so I'm wondering, what is your plan when you get there? Like, are you gonna get there as late as possible so that you just can stay on American time zone?
yeah, that's the idea. It's just we're gonna have to be vampires for about a week. I don't know what to do. Besides, we're not gonna be working out for 8 hours a day.
Right.
It's fight week, so I'm like, I don't have any idea of what we're going to be doing to entertain ourselves at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, because the the city's going to be sleeping. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Maybe we'll watch movies. I don't know. Like that part, we're still working on like what we're going to do as like distractions. But that is the plan. The plan is to be vampires that week and be awake on American time.
Are you surprised that they're doing this in the middle of the night?
I'm very surprised. It's almost like a slight. I'm like, you guys, you don't respect Leon and Tom enough to give them a normal title fight type of situation. I don't think they would do this to McGregor. There's no way they would do this to McGregor or Oliveira. Like there are certain guys they wouldn't do this to. And I just think it's a little disrespectful to those guys. I know they don't give a damn about me, but I'm talking about Aspinall and Leon. You would think it would have earned enough respect to get like a normal fight week, but apparently not. So it is weird though. It's weird.
By the way, why do you feel like they don't give a damn about you? They're giving you this title fight.
I'm they, they offered it to Gane first. I was the consolation. And that's fine. You don't have to be my buddy. They're the bosses. That's fine. I do appreciate the opportunity, but I'm not going to act like I was the option A. We know that. They know that. It's like when you want a girl, you hit her up at 2 in the morning. You know she probably knows she wasn't your first option, and that's all right. If she still comes over, that's what I'm doing. You can't be mad.
Right.
I'm not mad, but I understand what it is.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a realist approach. By the way, the guy you just fought, Gelton Almeida, says he wants to fight Ciryl Gane. Who do you think wins that fight?
Amanda.
You think? Wow.
Yeah, I don't. When we saw how easy it was for Francis and Ngannou to take down Shogun, that's hard to remove out of my memory banks. That's not a good look. It's not a good, anyone who has any bit of grappling abilities at the heavyweight division, when they saw that, were licking their lips. I know Almeida, he's gonna do the exact same thing he tried to do. He can just be a wet blanket. And I think with a guy like Don with his lack of grappling, I think he can do it.
Wow. That is. Do you think he takes it? Do you think?
Don,
Do you
no,
think? No.
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 No, he don't want that smoke. If he's smart, because there's no way he's going to have enough time to plug the holes in his grappling game. That's people think, oh, you're a fighter, you should be able to build that skill. It's like it takes years to build up the muscle memory just to sprawl. It takes years. He doesn't have enough.
What's the prediction for your fight? How do you feel this plays out?
Uh, I don't know. It always depends on how aggressive my opponents are. Like with Almeida, had you asked me then, I'd have been like, oh, I'll get the first round TKO because I'm not going to be spending the whole round on the on the mat. But look what happened. He takes me down and he just doesn't let go. He doesn't attempt to hit. So it was just hard to predict. I do predict I'm gonna win, but I have no idea. It can be on the ground. It can be on the feet. I'm not hunting the knockout, but that's when they usually happen when they're organic.
And this is great. I
So
mean, first title fight. Do you think you'll have? You think you'll be emotional? Like if all goes according to plan for you, how do you think you'll feel when you win that belt?
I mean, how could you not be like winning a belt in someone else's like backyard, or just winning a belt no matter what? But yeah, it would be a very very emotional moment. I can't say exactly how I would feel because this would be the
Yeah.
biggest thing I've ever done. The closest thing to it is when I won a JUCO national championship. That was for wrestling. That's just a JUCO wrestling. So that's not the UFC title. But I know it will be validated every decision I've made over the last 11 years. I know that.
Well done. We'll let you go now, Curtis. Sorry to interrupt your training
No
session,
worries.
but you're the man. Appreciate you very much, and good luck in training. And looking forward to the fight next month.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right, there he is, Curtis Razor Blaydes, bringing some heat there. I like it. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.